What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I am your host, Dre the Brute Daniels, and I am so excited to have you all here for my second episode of Brutal Rants. This week, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about superheroines.
Ooh, yeah!
No, I don't mean the drug. I'm talking about all those powerful women that are in comics. Whether it's from the golden and silver age of Wonder Woman or Black Canary or Supergirl. Superheroines are a mainstay in comics, and they're wonderful when they're properly written and well put together. But one of my personal all-time favorites, which I also feel is extremely underrated character, is She-Hulk. Good Lord, do I love She-Hulk. I'm gonna gush for a little bit because, alright. So I originally was introduced to She-Hulk from the cartoon, the Incredible Hulk cartoon, and that's when I was first exposed to her. I didn't have any of her comics at the time or anything like that, but when she was on screen and how she was so powerful and beautiful and sassy and cool and collective, I was enamored with her when I was a kid. So later on, I ended up starting to get a couple issues. I mostly got them later on, years later, probably in the 2000s and what have you, when I started actually looking at her character. Especially the Savage Savage She-Hulk story, which is the origin I like, with Jennifer Walters being gravely wounded by mobsters that killed her family, and then Bruce Banner gives her the blood transfusion, and then she becomes the She-Hulk. I really love that story. I think that story is great, and I think it's underrated. But things about this character are so amazing. I mean, literally, she is super strong. She's witty. She's beautiful. She's everything any person would aspire to be, male or female. And not to mention, she is a defense attorney for other superhero beings. And that's awesome. It's tremendous. It's so cool. And it's so cool to watch her story arc. So, actually, the first issue I actually got was this one, the 2005 run of She-Hulk. Great run, and my personal opinion was the greatest run of She-Hulk of all time. It goes into, I believe it goes into a rivalry with Titania. Titania is an okay. Well, then again, all of the Hulk and She-Hulk villains aren't that great, but whatever. Her arc was cool, and I have loved this cover forever. It's so cool. It's so great. I'm gushing a little bit, so please forgive me. But basically, She-Hulk is everything not only girls can look up to, but young men too, because she's strong and confident and beautiful. Everything about her is great. And on that underrated note, it's a real crime that the only games that she's in, I think, was the Lego game, and I think maybe a board game, I think, was made with her, which is insanity. Like, how she's not in none of the Marvel versus games or any of these other. Oh, man, she wasn't even Ultimate Alliance. Was she in Ultimate Alliance? I can't remember. I don't think so. If you can remember some other games, maybe I'm just having a brain fart. If you can remember any games that she was in, please let me know, because I can't think of any, because I'm pretty sure I would have used her a lot. So I've gushed for quite some time. Now sadness is about to come.
Uh-oh.
So, as I just described how amazing and wonderful and beautiful and powerful this character is, I want you to gaze upon what she is now. Oh! Now, does this represent anything that I was just describing? Is anything about this amalgamation of insanity anything like the She-Hulk I just showed you or described? Of course, that answer is no. Before I even get into this, this speaks to a much broader problem, but I'll circle back. Why is it that every time writers or producers want to make a quote-unquote strong female character, they immediately remove what makes a woman truly powerful? And that is femininity. Femininity is one of the most powerful things on this earth. And to these writers and these producers, femininity is a weakness. So they prefer to turn a woman into a man, essentially. Turn a female, feminine character into a masculine one. Now, I don't know about you, but this is gross. I want nothing to do with this. This is an abomination, an amalgamation. It needs to go. Straight up and down, needs to go away. And why is it also, I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here. Why is it that masculinity in our society currently is looked at as toxic, and femininity is now looked at as a weakness? So they'd make a character that was once feminine masculine. So now you have a toxic masculine woman because the feminine one would have been weak?
Say what?
Are you confused? Because I'm confused too. I just... It's gross. This is gross. Who wants this? No one wants to see this. Does it? Let me go back. Does this look like it's the same character? If I told you that this was She-Hulk, would you believe me? No. No, you wouldn't. You'd probably punch me in the face. And rightfully so. But what's the point? What's the point of warping this wonderful, beautiful character? What's the point? The point is to leave us confused, baffled, and to subvert our expectations. Subvert our expectations is an easy way of saying we don't give a crap about what you want. We're making nonsense.
Try.
And I can't be a part of whatever this is. This is a disaster. It's gross, and I hate it. And they should be ashamed of themselves. So I got one more image to show you. So they're releasing in September the World War She-Hulk story. Have at that. This, I just can't. I can't with this. How am I supposed to support this? How can anybody support this? They're just butchering established characters for their own gains or political statements. Oh, what? I don't know what this is supposed to be. All I know is that it makes my head hurt. That's it. It makes my head hurt. It makes my eyes bleed. And it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy and it's besmirchment. And this kind of stuff has to stop. We cannot support this kind of nonsense. We can't. It's just so depressing, and it hurts my feelings. It really legitimately hurts my heart to see the characters that I love and that I've grown up on and that I have attachments to be butchered and destroyed in this way. It's legitimately heartbreaking. And like individuals like myself, part of the indie comics community, we're trying to do everything in our power so we don't have to see this kind of crap anymore. Yay! We're gonna bring real stories and real characters, because this is gross. This is gross. whatever, man. It's just depressing. It legitimately hurts my feelings to see this. It's whatever. Screw it. I'm done looking at this. I'm done. Hope you enjoyed the vid. And tell me if you agree or disagree with me. Shoot, if you like the new She-Hulk, please, I would love to hear what you think about it. If you think this is good or better than the original, I don't know how it would be, but I would love to hear your opinion. But I have no idea. I'd love to hear it. But you know, thank you for your time. If you like the vid, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, follow me on all these cool social media links over there. And once I get me some water, because my throat is dry now, for sure. I will catch you all on the next one. Also, if you want to support my channel, check out spinwiz.com or download the Spinwiz app and check out my comic series, Trouble. It was written with a lot of love, and it was definitely my favorite comic series to write. I've also written it in English and in Spanish, so whatever floats your boat, I got it for you. Thanks again, and check it out.